Hey guys, it's Carter from Wheelock Fire Alarms here, and it's time for System Test 3. Okay, so I had some help with the theme this time from Fire Alarm Enthusiast. He said to do a vintage/90s theme. I did that the best I could, however I did have some problems, so it didn't turn out quite the way I wanted, but there's still some hints of vintage in there. So up here we have the Simplex Chevron. As you can see, this is a rather vintage pole station that I decided to put up there for the theme today. Also, one more announcement before I continue. Next system test is a request system test. So you know the deal, the spots are the left of the board, the right of the board, or on the wall there, and then there's two pole station spots. So you guys can submit your requests, any device from my collection of your choosing. The one thing I'm going to ask you guys not to request is True Alert devices and my old Simplex horn. That Simplex horn is currently under repair. Anyway, let's go up for the devices. Wow, the lighting is super bad. Okay, let's close that. Up here we have a Wheelock ZNS. I know this is not vintage, however I was going to put my Simplex horn up there. However, I've been having some issues with it. It's being really scratchy. I fixed it, but it's back to being scratchy again, and I didn't really want to run it because it really sounded bad. So I guess this is kind of a realistic thing. When installers find a bad device, they usually retrofit with whatever was in their truck. So I happen to have ZNS right on top of my shelf there. So I just stuck it here, and I guess it works fine. Not very vintage, but you know. Over here I have my Wheelock AS, also not vintage. I feel really bad about that. It is the fixed 75 Candela version, so I think it may be slightly earlier. It's not first generation though, but it still looks pretty neat up there. Then we have the key switch. We won't be testing that today. Now let's go up to the wall, and we have something really neat for the wall. Up here we have this new standard fire alarm pull station. I shouldn't say new. These things are relatively uncommon. A few enthusiasts do have them, but I found this at an antique shop and I decided to grab it. It's basically a very early version of a BG-8. And to reset it, I'll show you how to do that, but basically I got the frame for this and I had the metal backing, and I basically put a standard GE light switch behind there to work with it. So now I have one of these standard pull stations, which is pretty cool. And up here, something also you haven't really seen before, we have this Edwards dome light. This thing has been around forever. I think before Wheelock Fire Alarms was a thing actually, but I put it on this new back box plate thing here and taped it and put some lights inside it and actually used like a soda can as the backing and basically restored it as well. So we have two restored devices here today, which I think look really, wow, I just tripped over my trash can, which I think look really neat. So yeah, kind of an interesting touch today. So we're going to go ahead, I'm going to close the blind because the lighting, it's like 10 o'clock, so the sun's like right in our face. But we're going to go ahead and start the test. How about we do the standard pull station? Hopefully it works. I've been having some difficulty, but here we go. Ooh, oh, and we don't have audible silence. Oh no! Oh, that's so sad. Okay, well, rip. Oh well. Anyway, so to reset this, you have to have a key and pry it up. However, I don't own a key. However, this little command hook product actually works quite well. It's just the right size to fit in here. To be very careful because it's a pretty delicate pull station. Careful doing this if you own one of these. And it will pop off right here. Then we just flip the light switch back to normal. I can't push it all the way down, otherwise it won't fit in the little slot. And then I actually do have to use two hands for this, so give me a minute. So I'm going to hopefully get this on camera, but you'll see there's this little mechanism here that prevents it from pushing back in, which is genius. The amount of engineering in this little product is absolutely stunning. And it will just snap in like that, and then the light switch goes here, so when it's pulled, it will spring up the little thing and activate the light switch. It's really smart and creative, and wow, I wish they made things like this still. Anyway, we can go ahead and just snap it on like this, top first, push it in, and it's all locked on there. And we can go ahead and just reset without power, so we don't have to have the ZNS go off in our face. Okay, this video is already 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and quickly test the chevron. I'll show the light a little bit here, because that's new. And we'll shut that off before our neighbors come over. Anyway, let's go ahead and reset the chevron. I really apologize for not wiring my ZNS to do audible silence. That was just really dumb. Or at least be able to be silenced. Oh well, I guess things happen. I should have put the Edwards dome light where the ZNS is, but I guess that didn't happen. And we'll sadly just reset without power. That's so unsatisfying. Alright, well, I'd like to keep this video under 7 minutes today, so I think that will be it for System Test 3. Hope you guys enjoyed. Go vote for requested System Test 4. Be sure to check the description first, please. That will make my life so much easier. And with that being said, like the video, leave comments, and of course, subscribe to the channel.